Let's go ahead and do a comparison between Article Forge and Wordplay AI. Now, both of these tools allow you to generate full-length blog posts in a matter of minutes. So essentially, all you have to do is follow their pre-built templates, include the keywords, the topic in which you're writing about, and these tools will generate a full-length blog post or article based on the topic or keyword in which you choose to write about. Article Forge is pretty popular, and it's known to be one of the best tools to generate full-length blog posts. Wordplay AI, on the other hand, is a fairly newer full-length blog post generator. But I recently did a review of Wordplay AI, and I was very impressed by the quality of output that I got back, and also how beginner-friendly and easy it was to use. So I thought it'd be a good idea to compare Article Forge and Wordplay AI to see which tool is the best at providing full-length articles in just a couple of clicks. And before we get into the full comparison, you can find free trials for both Article Forge and Wordplay AI in the description below this video. Let's get started by taking a look at the features and templates included in Wordplay AI and Article Forge. For the most part, both of these tools are pretty easy to use. If you want to go ahead and create content, on Wordplay, you just want to go ahead and hit create content, and you can go ahead and follow the instructions if you're completely new to using this tool. But essentially, all you have to do is go to that template, include the input, and then the AI will create an article for you. Now, if you wanted to create a full-length article on Article Forge, you want to go ahead and click New Article. And you start by entering your keyword, selecting your language, and you then go ahead and customize your article structure. So you can choose how many words you would like to be within that article. You can choose if you want titles, if you want section headings. You can also add some sub keywords, and then you can also add if you want an image, if you want a video, if you want to replace keywords with links, if you want to post it to your WordPress blog, and lastly, you can also choose if you want to add rewriting in your content. So right off the bat, we can see that we have a little bit more customization features included in Article Forge when we compare that to Wordplay AI. As we saw earlier on Wordplay, all you have to do is enter some titles, some sections, and then the AI will do the rest of the work for you. But on Article Forge, again, you have some more customizations available here. So in order to do a fair comparison between these tools, let's go ahead and select a specific blog post and try to generate an article on both Wordplay AI and Article Forge. So in that way, we'd be able to really compare apples to apples and see which tool gives us better output for that topic. So for this blog post topic, we'll be writing about how to start a digital marketing agency. So that's going to be our keyword. Let's go ahead and change the length to long. So we want to get at least 750 words, and we'll leave on titles, section headings, and auto generate section headings. And let's go ahead and add an image. This is a nice touch that is not available on Wordplay. You can also add a video. For this example, I won't be adding a video, but I am curious to see how they're able to create a video for this article. And while that's loading, let's head back over to Wordplay AI. And just to compare apples to apples, we'll be using the AI mode. We're just going to copy and paste the same title that we used in Article Forge, and we're going to go ahead and submit and see what sort of content we're able to get back from Wordplay. And let's go ahead and click submit, and as you can see, our estimated word count is 1,000 words. So again, this will allow us to do a nice comparison between the two. And right off the bat, I can see that Wordplay AI is a lot faster than Article Forge. I started by generating this full-length article first on Article Forge, but as you can see, this is still loading, and Wordplay AI has already created the article. So speed definitely goes to Wordplay AI, but again, I'm more interested in the quality and in the relevancy of the content in which we get back. Okay, so the articles have loaded. Now let's go ahead and compare the content in which we were able to get back. Let's start by taking a look at Wordplay AI. And remember, all we did was give the AI the title in which we were writing about. So the title was how to start a digital marketing agency as a beginner with no money. That's all of the inputs in which we gave the AI. And as you can see, we actually got a really good and relevant article here from Wordplay AI. I really like the subtopics and the flow of this specific article. So it starts by asking, what is a digital marketing agency? It talks about finding your niche before you invest in your business, choosing an offer that you can, choosing a service you can offer first. Then it talks about networking and how to get clients. And it talks about also setting aside money for advertising and branding, tracking everything, and conclusion. And I've actually went through and read some of these paragraphs, and I must say that they're very in-depth and they're actually very well written for an AI copywriter. And I recommend that you pause and actually go ahead and read this, because I think you'd be very impressed by the quality and by the depth of information which we're able to get back here. So for instance, in this paragraph in which it talks about choosing a service in which you can offer, it actually goes ahead and tells you how you can go about doing so. So think about what service you could offer and how you can provide something valuable to your customers. For example, if you are really good at creating digital content for businesses or developing websites, then you should focus on that because it's one of the most in-demand services. And it also goes on about social media marketing and branding and so on and so forth. So as you can see, this is not just a surface level blog post in which you got back. This is a very in-depth and well put together blog post by this AI. Now let's go ahead and compare this to what we got back from Article Forge. As you can see, the same title here, how to start a digital marketing agency as a beginner with no money. And remember, we added in an image, so this is kind of a cool, funny image here. I've actually went ahead and read through this as well. And again, this is pretty impressive. The only differences that I see is that this article is a lot shorter when we compare that to Wordplay AI. As we can see, this is about 600 words, while the article that we got back from Wordplay was over 1200 words. So that's a big difference, almost double times the length in which we got back from Wordplay when we compare that to Article Forge. So that is something to keep in mind. But again, I do like the flow and the type of content in which we got back from Article Forge. So for instance, the first paragraph talks about setting up a strategic partnership agreement. Then the second paragraph talks about how to get clients for your agency. Third talks about getting funding, but it sort of just ends there. So as you can see, there is a difference in the quality and the quantity of content in which we got back for this specific blog post. And in this example, I would definitely have to go with Wordplay over Article Forge for this specific blog post topic. Keep in mind that this is only one example. It may differ depending on the niche that you're in and the content in which you're writing about. But for the most part, I'm leaning towards Wordplay over Article Forge just because of how easy it is to use. I do like their bulk creation mode as well. And I also like how quick it is to create a full-length blog post. Article Forge is a little bit slower and takes a little bit more time to actually generate the content. In terms of pricing, Wordplay AI does have a lifetime deal on AppSumo. So for $99 one-time payment, you'd get 7,500 words each month. You can also stack your codes. So for $200, you can get 15,000 words. For $300, you can get 22,000 words. And for $400, you can get 30,000 words per month. And unfortunately, Article Forge does not have a lifetime deal, so you would have to pay monthly. The basic plan is $27 for 25,000 words per month. So again, not too expensive by any means. For 25,000 words, you can generate a lot of long form articles and blog posts. And again, that would be just $25 per month. If you need more words, so for 250,000 words, that would be $57 per month. Even though you'll be paying a little bit more upfront for Wordplay compared to Article Forge, in the long run, you'll be able to save some more money when compared to if you did the monthly plan with Article Forge. I'll go ahead and leave a link for the Wordplay lifetime deal in the description below this video. I'll also leave a link for a free trial for Article Forge, so you can go ahead and try both of them and see whichever one you like the best and whichever one is more suited for your niche. Overall, I would give Article Forge a score of 21.5 out of 25. Their pricing is pretty good even though there is no lifetime deal. It's a pretty low monthly cost for a lot of words in which you can create content with. They have some pretty good templates and they have a lot more features and customization when compared to Wordplay. So for templates and feature, I'd give them both a 4.5 out of 5. And they also have pretty decent quality. Again, you'd want to go ahead and use this in a couple of different articles and niches to really understand and get a grasp of their quality. But for the most part, they have some pretty decent quality. So I'd give them a 4 out of 5. So overall, I would give Article Forge a score of 21.5 out of 25. And for Wordplay AI, I would give them a score of 22.5 out of 25. In my opinion, it's slightly better when compared to Article Forge. And that's for a couple of reasons. One, they have a lifetime deal, so their pricing is really good. Also, they have a variety of templates in which you can choose from and a variety of different ways in which you can construct and generate a full-length blog post. And also, their quality is really good. You don't get just the normal surface level information, you get some really in-depth information which really improves the quality of your blog post. And it's also very, very simple to use. So for those reasons, I'd give it a score of 22.5 out of 25. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you have a better understanding between the differences between both Article Forge and Wordplay.ai. If you like this video, then give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, stay well.